Dear students, we are on the third day of our story, Salvatore. On the first day, we had a look at the author, his background, the theme of the story, and how it started and concluded. Then on the yesterday, we had a look at the detailed story. I tried to summarize from the beginning till the end the main events. And now we are familiar with the story. Hope you have been reading it. Today we shall try to finish the story. Let's look at some of the important aspects of the story today. The title of the story, Salvatore. Is it an apt title? Is it a fitting title? If so, how is it fitting? We can say that it is very apt, because Salvatore means Savior, S-A-V-I-O-U-R. And the meaning of Savior is someone who is kind, generous, filled with goodness. And our story, Salvatore, revolves around the person called Salvatore. The entire story revolves around the protagonist, Salvatore. And just as his name signifies, he has all the qualities explained here. He was kind, he was generous, and more than all, he was filled with inherent goodness. Therefore, the title is very, very apt. Then we go to setting. You know that setting in a story is very important. It is set on an island in Italy, Ischia and Vesuvius. Ischia and Vesuvius. The island in Italy, it is set on the island. Our protagonist, Salvatore, spends almost all his time around this area, on this island. His childhood, then as we come across him as a young man, then even later, after he returns from his military service, and later gets married to Asunda, and then he had children. Even at that time also, he was spending his time on the beach as a grown-up man, taking care of his children. So, he was very much attached to the island and its beaches. So the sea, the beaches, white cottage, the vineyard. These are the places connected with the setting. We will find him taking rest at the seashore. We will find him enjoying at the seashore. So the island, the sea, the beaches, they were part and parcel of him. He couldn't do without it. Now you should proceed to characters. I hope you have read the PDF. I had sent you a PDF giving the characteristics of a story. So, character is an essential part of a story. There is no story without characters, and characterization is one of the questions often asked in 11th class. So you should know the main characters and must be able to spell out their specialities. Who are the characters in this story? The main character, of course, the protagonist is Salvatore. Then Asunda is there. These are the two main people. Though Salvatore had a lover, the name is not mentioned. Therefore, they will not ask you to write a short answer on the lover of Salvatore. Then the parents of Salvatore is there. The brothers, the siblings of Salvatore is there. The children of Salvatore was there. But all these people are not so important as these two. The most important characters are Salvatore and Asunda. And of these two, of course, Salvatore is the leading character. So we should have some idea about who Salvatore was, what were his qualities. So often it is asked, characterization of Salvatore. So you can have plenty of characters, plenty of things can be attached to him. He need not be sticking to exactly certain characteristics. He can have a vast number of characteristics. But some of the important ones he should not miss out. That is important. That is the thing you should take into consideration. Some of the outstanding characteristics of the protagonist should not be forgotten. I have listed a few. There will be many more. Salvatore was concerned, kind and caring. He was concerned about others. He was very kind and caring. From the beginning of the story, you can see how he was taking care of his younger ones. And we also know how loving he was towards the girl whom he loved. Even when she was not responding, he continued to love her. He had a great concern for his family members. Asunda, though he disliked her in the beginning, afterwards he loved her. So, he can say concern, kindness, caring. These were some of the outstanding qualities of his. Endurance and patience. Endurance and patience. What is endurance? The ability to withstand when you are faced with trouble. The ability to withstand, ability to hold on when you are faced with difficulties, trials and tribulations. So, Salvatore had plenty of it. Even when the girl whom he dearly loved rejected him, he did not speak ill of her. He had a very positive attitude towards everybody. He fell sick when he was at the service of the king, but he took it light. He said, I can get home, back home. And later, when he was suffering with rheumatism, and he had to lie down on the seashore because he had acute pain, he found his own way of relaxing by smoking a cigarette. But he never blamed anybody. So, high degree of endurance he had. So, endurance and patience. Then respect for others. Salvatore always had respect for others. He wouldn't find fault with others unnecessarily. Even when others went wrong, his respect for them did not diminish. Love, I need not explain. Salvatore was a very loving person. He loved his family members. He loved the girl. He loved Asunda. Loved his children. He loved his younger ones. So much so, when he went for military service, he was feeling homesick. He was worried about his loved ones. Humility, and the author himself says, he had that rare quality called goodness, that quality which had a radiance and a brightness. There would have been many more people who possessed it, but they were filled with ego and arrogance. But Salvatore was humble enough. He was an embodiment of humility. Responsible and beautiful. Yes, he was very responsible, taking care of his younger ones, later loving his wife and working hard to protect the family. He took care of his children. So he was responsible and beautiful. He was hardworking. He was hardworking. Of course, you know that Salvatore was very hardworking. Even when he had physical ailments, difficulties, when he faced with troubles in life, all these things did not deter him from doing hard work. He kept on working hard and earned his bread and made a living for the family. He was forgiving. Yes, Salvatore was ready to forgive even those who harmed him. Those who did wrong to him, he was ready to forgive them. He was a gentleman. He was very gentle, very kind. And above all, he was the embodiment of goodness. Inherent goodness was in Salvatore from the beginning till the end, and he was never proud of it. He never made a show of it. That's why it was very much part and parcel of his life. Even when he had to face trials and tribulations. So these are some of the great qualities our hero, the protagonist, Salvatore had. Then another person about whom they may ask about characterization is Asunda, the wife of Salvatore. Asunda also had very outstanding qualities we can easily notice and which can be highly appreciated. Some of them, she was a practical woman. What do you mean by practical woman? Practical wisdom, down to earth wisdom. She was earning quite a bit and she was able to make a saving for herself. And when she proposed marriage to Salvatore, that's what she said, I have some saving which I will give to him so that he can own a boat of his own, a fishing boat for Salvatore as his own. Also she said she will give the rest of the money to hire a vineyard so that they can cultivate in the vineyard. So she was a practical woman. She knows her needs and desires. She knew her needs and desires. So she was not led by avarice, greediness or any passions. She knew what are her needs and what are her desires. She was able to make a good living. She was sincere. She had sincere love for her husband. Asunda loved her husband dearly. And she took care of him so well. She was very simple, not complicated at all. Very simple. She recognized the goodness in Salvatore. You see, the first girl whom Salvatore loved so dearly, she did not recognize the goodness in Salvatore. Whereas Asunda was able to recognize the goodness in Salvatore. And Asunda's love for Salvatore was a very real love, sincere love. She was not attracted by his physical features. She was not attracted by his material gains. It was a true and pure love. These are some of the characteristics we get mentioned. We shall go to the next heading, themes. In a story, theme is very important. What is the purpose of writing a story? That is the theme. The author has a purpose to convey, an aim to achieve. That is the theme. Goodness is one of the themes. Goodness, concern for the loved ones, endurance, respect for others, love and affection. These are some of the themes that the author treats in this story. Goodness, inherent goodness. Concern for the loved ones. You can learn from the example of Salvatore. Endurance, even in difficulties and trials, how to have patience. Respect for others, even when others go wrong and harm you, how you can continue to respect others. Love and affection for all. Salvatore's love for his younger ones, his parents, his love for the girl, his love for Asunda, and at the end, love for his children. So love and affection. All these themes are treated in the story. Next we shall look at the style. First one is narrative methodology. Narrative methodology is followed in the story. The author uses this methodology, that is in the sense he explains it from the third person perspective. Third person perspective. It starts from the I know Salvatore when he was 15 years old, like that he starts. Then descriptive biography is a biographical sketch of Salvatore. What do you mean by descriptive biography? A person is studied and explained. When you say biography, it's not just like where he was born, what he studied and what he became. No. It is much more than that. So, in a story, a descriptive biography is a thorough study of the person. What are his habits? What are his likes and dislikes? What are his emotions and feelings? All these things are revealed in the story. So it is a descriptive biography. It is also a chronology. You know, chronology means in the order of time. The story is explained or told as it happens. It begins with saying, I know Salvatore when he was 15 years old. From there, very systematically he goes, how he grows up, falls in love with a girl, then he has to go for the military service, comes back, the girl rejects him, then he remains at home, later he marries Asunda, then he has children, he takes care of the children. So everything is as it happens in time, chronological order it is explained. The language used is very simple. I said on the first day itself, unadorned style, that is Somerset's speciality. Very simple language. He often uses past tense to explain. He was. His father was a fisherman. He was a fisherman, like that. And to explain about his habits, he uses the words like used to do. Used to. Salvatore used to take care of his siblings. He used to give them bath. Would, W-O-U-L-D, would, another word he uses is would. Salvatore would do this, would do that. like that. Then the figure of speech used is simile. Often used figure of speech is simile. There are something else also, but often he uses simile. Does not use many other figures of speech and complicated languages. He is very plain. Just to give you some of the examples, like as thin as a rail. The boy with a body as thin as a rail. He was bearing the child in his hand like an angel. Speaking about his lover, her eyes were like a forest pool. And speaking about Asunda, he said she is as ugly as the devil. So a lot of similes used in the story. And also alliteration is there. Alliteration, that is the similar sounding consonants in the beginning of the words. Salvatore smiled his sweet smile. Salvatore smiled his sweet smile. Or yes. That is, laughter was like the laughter of an angel. Laughter like the laughter of an angel. L sound. So alliteration also is being made use of. Then there is something very interesting that is called zoomorphism. 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 Zoo means animal. Zoo is animal and morphism is shape. So this is animal and this is shape. So zoomorphism is animal shape, shape of an animal. So the shape of animal qualities are attributed to some being which look like an animal or the qualities of animal. So that is called zoomorphism. I'll give you two examples. Salvatore had patience, the patience of a dog. He had the patience of a dog. The quality of dog is patience, is ascribed to human being. Here Salvatore. He had a look of a dog that had been beaten. So when he lost his loved one, he had a look of a dog that has been beaten. A dog which is beaten, the feelings of this animal is attributed to Salvatore in that particular situation. So zoomorphism. So these are the main characteristics of the story. So you can read it up. Also read the notes given in your workbook. As homework for you, please do the assignment given in your workbook. There are 3 assignments given at the end of the explanations in your workbook A, B and C. Please answer them.